These are bad times for independent journalists in Russia. Just ask producers and writers at lenta.ru, one of the most profitable and popular internet news sites in the country. The staff gathering on Thursday morning in a mood of disillusionment and disgust at the loss of their long-serving editor Galina Timchenko. Sacked on Wednesday night, editorial control handed over to a media executive with more friendly Kremlin connections.
Of course, they hated the way we were covering the Ukraine story. We were doing it honestly. If you look at how state channels did it, you'll see all lies, not a word of truth, just lies.
At Moscow's TV channel DOZDH, no surprises. Staff there have seen it all before. Broadcasting through private satellite and cable suppliers, it's an independent voice often critical of government policies, reporting on corruption surrounding the build-up to the Olympic Games in Sochi. In January, it crossed an invisible line with the Kremlin. It's been dumped by its broadcast suppliers and is now on the verge of financial ruin. State interference with the country's often vulnerable media was cranked up several months ago and is getting worse. In November, respected state broadcaster NOVOSTI was shut down, its editor replaced by a Kremlin insider and arch-conservative. In January, independent channel DOZDH was disconnected by leading Russian TV providers. And last month, the director of radio station EKHO MOSKVY was sacked. There was no official government comment, but one analyst denied there was a crackdown.
So, of course, there could be a link with Crimea, but I think it's an indirect one. I don't think that just because there are problems with the Western countries, someone in the Kremlin decides, okay, we should get rid of this or that media.
Talk to many Russian journalists and broadcasters and they'll tell you that the Kremlin clampdown has intensified in the weeks leading up to Russia's involvement in the Crimea, tightening its grip on the country's independent media in advance of the potentially volatile days that lie ahead. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in Moscow.